Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sifunde iy'ncwadi ey'bhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sokhuluma ngazo. Ley'ncwadi sixoxela laba phela abangenazo isikhathi sokufunda iy'ncwadi nalaba abasuke benqena nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senze ama-reviews or ama-recaps bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma any other issues avukayo uma ngabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Uma ngabe okokuqala join namhlanje and you happen to really like our content, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi bese uyaphinda futhi upressa i-notification bell la eduze kuka-subscribe ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Guys, today yabona ukuthanda indaba bafethu, ukuthanda indaba ikona okuzosibulala. I-COVID ifikile engazi ukuthi siyadlula ayisithathanga. We survived COVID, sasanitize, safaka ama-mask, whatever. But yabona into ezosibulala ukuthanda indaba because ayikho i-mask yokusiprotecta from ukuthanda indaba. We are going to die of heart attacks. Listen, I have people on Facebook that for me they like Facebook gods, and couple Mwase, Ofense and Nelz, they're one of those people. They're one of those people for me that I just feel like they're like gods when it comes to YouTube. Did I say Facebook? They're like YouTube gods, honestly. So recently they posted a video and I got a notification, obviously, and I saw the title and I almost had a heart attack. Njengoba ngisho ukuthi ukuthanda indaba vele njengoba ngisho ukuthi ukuthanda indaba one day kuzosibulala. And title video is "We Broke Up Because of This," and I was like, when I get 2022, I was like 2022, like you cannot do that to us. Like we're dealing with a lot in 2022, you know, like we can't deal with this now. There's been too many breakups and people getting exposed. It's just we're tired. Like it's not even June yet, and I thought we can't have that. Like we can't have that couple breakup. We can't have that couple breakup. Like that's how I was feeling even before I watched the video. Like I was heartbroken. You know, you see what I say when I say Sizofa, Sibula Uktaninda. But I was like, but they're together, they're doing the video together. Is this a goodbye video? They're never gonna do videos again together, you know? Because I do feel like this thing of working together can be so complicated, you guys, can be so complicated. And for some reason, YouTube has its own case. YouTube has its own case. In every country, YouTube couples struggle. But anyway, you guys, I clicked on the video, beautiful video. You know their stuff, guys, the production quality of their stuff. It's like, what are these people even doing on YouTube, you know? And I love love, like I love love. And I think that one of the two things that as people we do in love that are the most difficult to do is one, raising kids, and I think two is relationships, trying to make relationships work. Those are the two things that I think they're the most difficult things to do. Relationships, any kind of relationships with family members, with friends, but more or especially a relationship with a partner. You know, I always feel like it's a most challenging thing. And I always just am fascinated when people can make relationships work, can make marriages work, because I do feel like it's the most difficult thing to do. So I love that couple for that reason. I love love. I love when people are able to stay together and all of that. That's why I don't want people on YouTube, because YouTube kunomuthi okhona ku-YouTube. So I was interested to see what the video was about, guys. They do this video where they taste food while they have certain discussions, or in this one they were giving an update on what's happening with their lives. Apparently it's been a while since they posted. They're one of those people that you don't even see when they haven't been posting, because there's so much content. Every time you search for them, there's just content after content after content that you haven't seen. So they post so much that when they are away, you actually don't see that they've been away. So they were giving that updates on the video. So they're testing food while at the same time giving that updates. So I guess it is a mukbang. Is it a mukbang? Is that how you pronounce it? And mukbang, is it mukbang or mukbang? I mean, I am sure you guys I struggle with them. you know those the noises, and they say that's what makes the video better. When you do that type of content, you have to make sure that those sounds, and I include those sounds, and I can't watch those videos for me. And the one that I can so sometimes I try very hard to survive. Naledi, I watch Naledi when she does my confessions, but sometimes now I can't finish a video because of the sounds. But I do understand that the sounds have to be there. But theirs is very different. You guys, they're tasting different foods. It's not because amakbangs kuvele kube ukudla okuningi umuntu. That's the point. You dish too much food or you buy too much food and you all eat it all by yourself. That's not it. They just bring to them different dishes and they taste them and they give feedback on the dish. Both Nelz and Ofense, and then they yes, and then they give feedback and then they talk about their lives at the same time. It's an interesting video to watch, guys. Not boring at all, especially if you're interested in their life. So I like that, you guys. So you don't get the noises that you get in the other videos. And but what was interesting for me was I was waiting to hear about the breakup. What breakup? So obviously they talk about other things, the updates, what they're doing, what they're up to with their lives, and all of that. They talk about their relationship, and they also talk about the breakup or the possible breakup or the possible challenge that they recently had, you guys. And Nels, apparently she did this one film. They both worked on this one film, and Nels had written a script on this one film and also acted on it. And she talks about the fact that she did not prepare herself well for this role that she was playing, and apparently in that film, I actually want to watch the film because now like, I'm curious, so she says that in this film she kisses somebody. So she gets into an entanglement with somebody and they kiss on the script. And then she says that because she wasn't prepared so much for this role, afterwards she felt the need to talk to this actor that they had this scene with, and she wanted to talk to him every day, long conversations and whatever. And she describes it as her having a manic episode or something. So, guys, she doesn't put it as she did cheat on her husband, but from the way that she explains it, I understood it as she did have an emotional affair after she had acted on that film. And I don't know how much the other actor participated in that. Affair. That is my interpretation of that conversation. You guys, you can go and watch. You might have a different interpretation. I don't know how much the other actor participated in this particular affair. It's me who says affair. She says that she just felt the need to contact him and spend time with him and talk to him. That's what she said. I'm saying my interpretation of that was that she had an emotional affair with this particular person. And it's almost like she says that after she had done that character, she couldn't get out of character. Like she acted that character and stayed in it. It was like she couldn't get out of it. And it's an interesting conversation because I always think, Vele, don't you fall in love sometimes, or maybe in like with people when you get in, when you do these parts on movies or films or drama series. How do you do it? But that is something that they went through, and obviously they dealt with like trust issues. I guess Ofense expresses as well how much he felt betrayed, how upset he was about the situation, but they seem to both understand what it was, and eventually she came out of that and they've worked it out. They are still married and their relationship is still going strong. And Nelz has made a decision to go for training in theater acting, I think, so that she understands how to get into character and get out of it is what this exercise that they do to make sure that after you do the character you get out of it, so that when you go home you are still yourself, so that you carry from generation is not carryable from generations at home. It's an interesting conversation, you guys. I think I admired the maturity in them disclosing that, because they didn't have to. A lot of us didn't know about it. We didn't know they had those struggles. But the fact that they're willing to just be open about it, even though they didn't have to, it could have been something that they went through as a couple, and they decided that it's gonna stay between the two of them, and they don't share it. But the fact that they share it, I really like it. I learned something about it, you guys, and I learned something about communication, because I think that the one thing that helped them was that they communicated. She communicated how she was feeling at that time, and I guess he was willing to hear her out and understand, and they're able to work it out. I mean, someone else could have been like, bye, I'm done with this, I'm out, but that's not what they did. So I like that they're still together, they're still growing in their relationship. Like, YouTube must not mess this one up. Like, oh, YouTube must not mess this one couple up, because I will be very upset. So, it's one of those couples that I need. I have a need for them to stay together. They must stay together for me, because I want them to stay together. And I really love them as a couple. I love that they do all of this work together and their relationship still work. I don't know how it would be like if I worked with my partner. Sometimes I was trying to just get him to set this microphone up for me. It's like, I'm just like, I don't even know how to set this thing up. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please go and watch the video, you guys. It's titled "Why We Broke Up for This Reason." I think that's what it is. And yeah, it's a beautiful video. It's a fun to watch, even on a Sunday. Like, if you just sit and you don't know what to watch, go and watch that video. It's really nice. Anyway, you guys, like the video before and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.